Brazil, the heartbeat of South America. 10 most wanted places. One of the most spirited lands, Brazil has it all. Incredible scenery, beaches, culture, and food. Brazil checks off every box on the list. It's one of those landmasses that is way too big to try to describe in a single sentence. The fifth largest country in the world and comprising almost half of South America, Brazil is home to dynamic, colorful carnivals and classic samba and bossa nova music. Ask yourself what you want on your next holiday, and Brazil is guaranteed to have it on offer. Welcome to Most Wanted, your home for the most wanted videos on the web. In this video, you're going to find out about 10 most wanted places to visit in Brazil. But before we get started, be sure to like, subscribe, and bang that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And if you're excited to find out all about the amazing country called Brazil, make sure you stick around to the end. Number 10. Salvador's Pelourinho. Located in the state of Bahia, Salvador has phenomenal energy that's notable even for Brazil. The first capital of Brazil, Salvador is one of the oldest colonial cities in the Americas. Cobblestone streets, colorful houses, open-air caipirinha bars, Afro-Bahian souvenir stores, and squares filled with musicians and dancers makes this city one of the most unique places you can visit in the world. The upper town of Brazil's former colonial capital has been named a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its exceptional collection of 17th and 18th century colonial buildings. You will find the historic center of the town in the Pelourinho neighborhood. In Portuguese, Pelourinho means whipping post, and in the old days, this was the location where all the slave action took place. Actually, the place got a big boost in popularity when They Don't Care About Us, a Michael Jackson music video, was filmed here. The culture here is decidedly Afro-Brazilian, and you will see that in the incredible food, religious ceremonies and rituals, and dance. Number 9. São Paulo City. São Paulo, Brazil's vibrant financial center, is among the world's most populous cities, with numerous cultural institutions and a rich architectural tradition. It's the largest city in Brazil and home to over 12 million people, 22 million including the suburbs. It's also the biggest city in all of the Americas, as well as the largest Portuguese-speaking city in the world. It combines the best and worst of modern oversized urban conglomerates. It's a bit of a melting pot with all kinds of ethnic groups calling it home, including the largest community of Japanese outside of Japan. As of 2016, it was home to immigrants from over 200 countries. A couple of things it's most well known for include its traffic jams and very fickle weather. You will find unbelievable art galleries and experimental theaters, as well as fantastic fine dining restaurants and upscale bars. Trendy restaurants and hip clubs have proliferated in the revitalized city center. And if you want a taste of sophisticated city life, this is definitely your stop. There's a vibe here that rivals New York City. If you're looking for a change of pace, head to Praça Roosevelt for hipster bars and an alternative liberal crowd. And don't forget, São Paulo has a reputation as a city that doesn't sleep. So, time to have fun, right? Number 8. Brasilia. Brazil's capital is a thoroughly planned and intricately organized city. Brasilia's landmark infrastructure is laid out in the form of an airplane. Each section of the plane is a different district, such as residential, government, finance, culture, and commerce. The architecture here attracts tourists and professional architects alike. Even in the 1950s, when big dreams were in fashion, the idea of creating an ultra-modern city in the grasslands of the country's most backward region seemed implausible. Yet Brasilia has grown and thrived, not only as a power center, but as an architectural showpiece. Once you are here, be sure to visit the Three Powers Square, which is the political power base of the country. The spacious square is home to buildings representing the three branches of government. Make sure not to miss the Cathedral Metropolitana as well. Finished in 1970 and designed by Brazilian architect Oscar Niemeyer, its unique structure looks to the heavens for inspiration and seats over 4,000 people. Most of this amazing landmark is actually underground. Number 7. Chapada Diamantina. Chapada Diamantina is one of Brazil's most glorious national parks, with plenty of options for hiking and trekking through gorgeous valleys, mountain plateaus, and enchanting caves. The park is actually larger than some European countries, so no doubt that there is something to please everyone. Chapada Diamantina is a national park of epic proportions. It can leave an explorer feeling lost as to what to see first. In addition to rocky landscapes of flat-top mountains and deep canyons, the landscape is dotted with incredible natural wonders, such as the Cachoeira de Fumaça, one of Brazil's largest waterfalls, where the water lacks enough volume to reach the bottom and turns into clouds of mist. One of the most striking features in the area are the two deep underground cavities, Poço Encantado and Poço Azul. These two pools contain water so clear that it appears the crevices are empty, and the sunlight that enters gives the pool a striking electric blue hue. Number 6. Lençóis Maranhenses National Park. Some of the most breathtaking natural settings you'll find in Brazil, possibly even the world, can be found in one natural park on the eastern coast of the state of Maranhão in the north of Brazil. This would be the Lençóis Maranhenses National Park. These sand dunes, separated by brilliant, crystal-clear rainwater lakes, which you can reach through green brushes, may seem like a simple enough setting, but it's really a sight like no other in the world. The name Lençóis literally translates to bed sheets. When you stand on the top of a rolling white sand dune, this baffling name suddenly makes a lot of sense. It's a landscape like no other. While much of the park looks almost like a desert, it's actually closer to a rainforest in terms of rainfall. It gets around 47 inches of rain per year. The park also includes beaches, mangroves, and some interesting fauna, especially turtles and migratory birds. Number 5. Foz do Iguaçu. Down in the south of Brazil, straddling the border of Argentina and Paraguay, is the small town of Foz do Iguaçu, one of the most visited spots in the country. The famous waterfalls, one of the world's largest falls comprising hundreds of mighty cascades. It's often compared to Niagara Falls and Victoria Falls, such is its staggering size and scale. Venture out onto the wooden platform that juts out over the 80-meter-tall Devil's Throat Fall, where a mist clouds the bottom on a rainy day. There is, however, more to see here than just the falls. The Buddhist temple is considered one of the biggest Buddhist retreats and centers for meditation in Latin America. It's a big green area, perfect for relaxing and gazing at the numerous sculptures and statues of various Buddhist and other gods. Number 4. Parati. A paradise of tropical forests, waterfalls, emerald sea, and coastal mountains, Parati is a popular tourist destination located in the southern tip of the Rio de Janeiro state. This beautiful city is a former Portuguese colony, established on the shore of the Bay of Ilha Grande. A visit to the historical center of Parati is a must and makes up an important part of the town's charm and heritage. The architectural preserves of the distinct colonial designs of white houses with brightly colored door and window frames, and the cobbled streets that connect them are a joy to explore. Some of the most visited attractions here are the old colonial defense forts that still boast original walls and cannons. Surrounding the city are several beautiful parks and nature preserves where visitors can hike and explore the natural setting of mangrove forests, waterfalls, and wildlife. Number 3. Recife. Nicknamed the Venice of Brazil because of its numerous waterways and bridges, Recife is the capital of the Pernambuco state and is the fourth largest metropolis in Brazil, home to over 4 million inhabitants. Recife is a touristic and commercial powerhouse in northern Brazil and a must for travelers traversing the region. Situated amid tropical forests with many islands and rivers, Recife is an interesting place to visit because of its historical town, stunning beaches, and vibrant culture. The city's main market, the São Market, is a popular place to find traditional handicrafts, medicinal herbs, and locally produced food. Recife's beaches are considered some of the best in Brazil. Lined with hotels, restaurants, and bars, Boa Viagem is the most popular beach with its pristine white sands, clear water, and coral reef. Number 2. Pantanal. If you are ready for an adventure that will throw you into the heart of the wild, you will cherish a visit to the Pantanal, the largest wetland in the world. Located along Brazil's western border and extending into Bolivia and Paraguay, this vast wetland includes spectacular natural landscapes that are home to one of the world's most unique and complex ecosystems. Due to its stunning scenery and incredible wildlife, the region is increasingly popular to visit, although its remote and watery nature does pose a few challenges. Besides exploring the scenic landscapes ranging from swamps and savanna lakes, forests and wetlands, visitors are also sure to spot many caiman and capybara. And if you're really lucky, you might even spot a South American jaguar, the third largest cat in the world behind tigers and lions and considered to be the strongest of them all with the most powerful bite, is a solo nocturnal predator whose numbers have been decreasing due to loss of habitat and illegal poaching. They are now considered near endangered. And that leads us to number 1, Rio de Janeiro. There is no destination on Earth more animated and exciting than Rio de Janeiro. It's the most visited city in South America due to its famous mountains, beaches, and the Carnival Festival. From the week-long carnival parties to tropical beach retreats, this wonderful city has everything for a perfect exotic getaway. Rio de Janeiro literally means River of January in Portuguese, and was named as such because the Portuguese explorers who arrived during the month of January back in the early 1500s mistook Guanabara Bay, which Rio was situated on, as a river. Rio de Janeiro perfectly blends golden shores, tremendous forests, and a bustling metropolis to create a home for its 6 million residents and an exotic holiday destination. Besides the obvious attractions such as the Christ the Redeemer, Sugarloaf, and world-famous Copacabana Beach, don't miss the mesmerizing sunset at Yapuru. Actually, if Rio had a theme tune, it would be anything samba. And if you love music, you don't need to wait for Carnival for a taste of samba. Head to the samba schools for their all-year-round shows, including live music and jaw-dropping dancers. Bossa Nova, an offshoot of samba, was first introduced in Rio and became world famous when Antonio Carlos Jobim's song The Girl from Ipanema hit the airwaves all over the world in the 1960s and became an international sensation. Jobim is a national hero, and Rio's airport is named after him. So, which is your favorite place in Brazil? Let us know in the comments down below. And if you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and bang that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Thanks for watching.